This is Brad Clayton with the February 2015 PuzzleDuck Golf Thought of the Month. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. Out here at the Golf Zone, and have done many thoughts of the month in a lot of different scenarios, lots of different kinds of weather and places that are relatively unique. But I don't think I've ever done one when it's single digits out. So I think I've waited late enough tonight to actually get it to where it's down in the single digits, and just for the heck of it. So here we are at the Golf Zone. We're going to do a thought of the month for a friend of mine named Brian, who is a special ops soldier, someone I greatly admire and someone I'm very privileged to be able to call a friend. And he's had a question that he wanted to get answered about hitting pitch shots over a bunker off of tight and hard lies. So the way we want to go about this is to understand, first of all, that it's a pretty difficult golf shot, and that you want to make sure that you hit the first objective down, and that's actually get the ball over onto the green instead of trying to get too cute with it. But another thing that will help us hit it a little bit cleaner and clearer is to understand the bounce of the golf club. We've talked about that with bunker shots. And understand the bounce of a lofted golf club is to help the golf club slide and skip through the sand or your bunker shot. And the bounce is where the trailing edge of the golf club is lower than the leading edge. And so there's a degree of bounce here, typically a sand wedge anywhere from, I'd say, 10 to 14 degrees. So what that bounce does is put the leading edge up higher. And when you're on hard-packed ground, that makes it a much more difficult shot to hit because the club will tend to skip back into the golf ball and tend to make you hit it thin. So what we're going to want to do is take this bounce away by simply closing the club face a little bit, which will get the leading edge of the club more back to square and actually maybe even a little bit lower than the trailing edge, so that the club will go down and actually have a little easier chance to get between the golf ball and the turf itself. So you're going to want to take the club and close it just a little bit and lean it slightly forward to help you get the front edge of the club lower than the back edge of the club. And the loft of the club will be a gracious plenty to still help get it up into the air. So since my bunker and my lights over on the bunker side were a little bit dark, I decided to do it in here to hit it off the green. And we're going to use the fire pit area as the bunker shot. And Brian and all you other guys that have been up here, I know y'all spent some time around that before. We're just going to hit a little pitch right over that by simply taking the front edge of the golf club and putting it a little bit lower than the back edge by leaning the club forward and closing the club face just a little bit, and then making your normal strike. You've got to get precise and get it right between the golf ball and the turf for it to get up. The one thing we don't want to do is try to help it in the air. We're going to go through the ball. So close that face just a little bit, get the shaft leaning a little bit forward. We'll go back and through, just like normal, and you'll hit you a nice soft pitch. Make sure you get it up over onto the green instead of trying to get it cute and hit it perfect. Make sure you got that putt coming back though. Hope this helped you out, Brian. If you have any other questions, you're always welcome to call me anytime. Remember, the golf book is available. The PuzzleDuck golf book is available on my website, which is puzzleduckgolf.org or .com. Email me at puzzleduckgolf@gmail.com anytime with any questions, and feel free to ask those. Looking forward to hopefully getting some other suggestions for a March Thought of the Month coming up. We are earning some good weather coming. Spring's on the way. Single digits now. We've had a really rough run the last week. Actually got the horse up there. Don't put a blanket on her very often, but I am tonight because the wind chill's down below 0 degrees. Nice scenery behind us though. Fire pit going. Hitting a few shots at nighttime. It is cold though. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the March PuzzleDuck Golf Thought of the Month.